Okay. Problems with your lower back. So have you had a diagnosis particularly?
Yes, I have two bulging discs in my lumbar spine and arthropathy. So basically arthritis, it's bilateral, but it's more on my right than my left. And pretty much everything on my right side is a little bit messed up because I have scoliosis, so my spine is also curved there.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. Okay. And is it an S curve or a C curve?
I wish I could show you the pictures. It's kind of more like an S curve, but it's more bowed out in a way. It's really hard to explain without showing you on the CT scan where it's just womp,
Yeah. And then sometimes it's not just to the side, it's also internally.
Exactly. Yeah, I think it's and my pelvis is tilted like this, so my right side comes forward just a touch.
Okay.
And, yeah, and that messes up a lot of things too. So yeah, that whole area, I don't know what happened. They dropped me when I was a kid. I don't know.
Okay. Let me think about that for a second. How's your TB band?
Oh, geez. Refresh my memory.
Your iliotibial band. It's the band that
iliotibial. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that is actually pretty tight. There's an acupressure point just on the. I don't remember what it is, but it's the one where if you find that little knot under your knee on the right, I should say the lateral side, and you go down like 2 fingers, and there's that point right there. That one is really tight for me. It's like one of those electric shock acupuncture points.
Yeah. Okay. What I was going to suggest is doing like ankle to knee for you, but as recline twists and child's pose, and also malasana for your lower back.
Okay.
Hi, Susan. How are you?
Hi, Gina. Good morning. I'm late. I'm running late. I'm fine. I'm tense about all of the election stuff going on and stuff happening. And, we just got to go through it. Try to cope the best we can.
Yeah. I over the last few days, so a good friend of mine has told me that Mars is going to go into retrograde and that we should buckle up our seatbelts.
Really? What
Yeah.
What does that mean? I mean, Mars in retrograde. What does that mean?
God, he would answer it better, but something along the lines of things are going to start getting very interesting. And I'm like, they already are.
They're going to start?
Well, Mars being the planet of basically kind of aggression and war and basically acceleration. I would think if it's in retrograde, we might be dealing with, depending on other alignments, maybe some passive aggression, maybe deviousness.
That would be better than the other kind.
What I was going to suggest for today, because, there's so many situations beyond our control. In fact, most everything. Yeah. Lorraine and I started off talking about, you could walk out the door and not know what's going to happen. I mean, basically, every time we walk out the door, we have no idea what's going to happen. We think we do, but we have no idea. Internal and external conditions. And so the anxiety that arises from these larger, environmental or political factors is completely understandable because it's going to affect so many millions of lives. But at the same time, there's nothing we can do about it. Vote. So, and what I was thinking is that the antidote to a lot of that is to reflect on our own acts of kindness. Which I was doing before we started. Like this morning I walked horse puppy and there was a turtle in the middle of the meadow, and I was like, what are you doing out here? You know, who knows what the turtle was doing, right? So I decided to move the turtle and you know, closer to the other turtles. So the turtle wouldn't get picked up by a hawk, because that would probably happen.
Oh,
But anyway, the reason that I bring that up is, you know, I think each one of us has very strong and clear karmic ties in our actions, right? I mean, Venerable Rabina talks about that all the time. If you get angry, it's because you have the propensity to get anger because you've done it before, right?
yeah.
That's actually scientifically accurate as well.
What's that?
Scientifically accurate as well. I've been reading a book or listening to a book on audio book about how emotions are made, and basically if certain conditions are in your body, they create the emotion. It's not something that comes from outside of us or anything like that.
Right. Yeah, and it's a feedback loop too.
Yeah.
You know, and just watching our minds. You know, I've had the impulse this past week, just working with those external conditions, to be like, well, I'm just going to sell my house and leave. You know, I'm done. I'm just going to leave. I'm going to sail around the world, and that's it. I tried.
I like that idea.
I know I may
do
still do that. I
Sounds
think I
good.
may still do that one. You know, or like there's the Homer Simpson meme where like Homer just backs up into the hedges.
Mhm. Like, why are we still here? Let's,
Yeah. It's kind of like removing ourselves, but that kind of removing ourselves is also can be also refuge.
Mhm.
When we take refuge, right? We're removing ourselves from all of the bullshit. And again and again and again, when I practice, everything is manageable. You know, and it could be hard, doesn't mean it's necessarily easy, but it's at least I can witness it. I can witness my own pain or frustration or exhaustion or whatever it is, and hold it with compassion. Yeah. And that's why we practice, or one of the reasons that we practice. And so in going back to what you were saying, Susan, the antidote to the external fuckery is by focusing on the internal, you know, if we've been practicing the 6 perfections, you know, patience, generosity, wisdom, like all of those things that we practice as an antidote to the fuckery. Right. So when I was walking the turtle, I, I held this little turtle in my hand, and he kind of was like this, you know, and I was like, you're fine. And I placed him next to the lake. You know, it reminds me of like watching water, and you drop something into the water and it ripples outward, right? Science. So what I'd like to do, maybe what we'll do is we'll start off with the 9 breaths of purification, and then move into this seated meditation that I was doing just before. And then we'll do some standing postures, and maybe break down one of the movements. I was thinking of breaking down, depending upon where your nervous systems are, maybe thunder, because it's a complicated practice. And I do want us to know, or to have as much as possible, the prenatal series before I'm not around anymore. Inshallah, right? Whether the course will continue or whether, who knows. So let's start off with the 9 breaths. So find your mountain. Yeah, we'll do a little bit of movement, always helpful, right? So if you're in a chair like Susan is, or on a cushion like Lorraine and I are, if you're in a chair, have your feet facing forward, hip width apart, knees are over the ankles. And if you're on a cushion, just find that you're sitting upright, and hands are on the knees. We'll inhale and round the spine. And exhale, pull the chest through. Take a little bit of a back bend. And then again, inhale, round. And so when we're here and we're rounding our spine, just notice your kidneys. And then exhale, pull your chest through. So you may notice also this is a throat opener. Right, and then as we inhale, dropping the chin into the sternal notch. So we're also working with the vagus nerve here. And then exhale, pull your chest through. And then come to center, do a little spinal twist. So left hand to right knee, right hand behind you to whatever degree possible. Inhale, lengthen up. Okay, and try to, actually, usually I've asked that you try not, I think your knees should definitely stay over the ankles, but I've asked you to try and keep the hips square. Just let them do whatever they're going to do, and we'll see if there's a difference. So inhale up, exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. And one more, inhale. And exhale. And then inhale back through center. Exhale, counter twist to the other side, pressing the back of the right hand against the left knee. And then come back to center, pause and notice. Kind of drop your awareness into your spine. And then if you're cross-legged, just cross the legs the other way. And then right hand to left knee, left hand behind you, inhale, lengthen. Exhale and twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. One more, inhale. Exhale. And then inhale. Counter twist to the other side, pressing the back of the left hand against the right knee. And then back to center. And again, dropping your awareness into your spine, noticing what you notice. So we'll move into the 9 breaths of purification and adding one at the end, if you want to join me in that. So simply take the middle finger of the right hand, close the right nostril, inhale through the left, drop the chin into the sternum, retain the breath, and notice what arises as far as any most recent form of aversion in your mind, body. And when you're ready, you can lift the chin, close left, exhale right. And again, close right, inhale left. Drop the chin. Okay, also close the earthly doors. Notice where arises, what arises and where it is in your body, maybe. When you're ready, lift the chin. Close left, exhale right. Follow the breath. And one more, close right, inhale left. And drop the chin. Earthly doors. Lift the chin, close left, exhale right. Okay, keep the middle finger there and now inhale right. And drop the chin. And notice what arises as far as any recent or not so recent moment of grasping and attachment, ignorant attachment. Lift the chin, close right, exhale left. And again, close left, inhale right. And drop the chin, notice. Lift the chin, close right, exhale left. One more, close left, inhale right. And drop the chin. Notice. Lift the chin. Close right, exhale left, following the breath. Okay, and now we're going to inhale through both nostrils. I like to draw the breath over the back of the skull, down the spine, and retain it at the belly button, and then releasing it through the central channel and out the crown of the skull. So deep inhale. Okay, dropping the chin, engage the earthly doors. When you're ready, release the earthly doors, lift the chin, exhale out through the crown of the skull, envisioning an electric blue light. And again, deep inhale. Drop the chin. Earthly doors. Lift the chin. Exhale, release. And again, deep inhale. And drop the chin. Lift the chin, release the earthly doors, and release the breath, and then immediately inhale back down. The wisdom and compassion of all of the past, present, and future Buddhas. And allow this, as you drop the chin again, to infuse every cell of your body, from your toes to the ends of your hair. And then again, one last time, lift the chin and release the breath through every Buddha cell of your body. And we're going to just move into a short meditation, talking about we were talking about before, which is all of our acts of kindness and compassion. So I encourage you to, right, as we witnessed our own aversion and attachment, I encourage you to call up those moments of kindness. Gentleness, patience, generosity, just see them. Right, and even notice where they came from again in your body. Something even as simple as opening a door for someone. Or giving them the gift of your presence. And to offset the fuckery, you can consider taking these moments and dropping them gently or placing them gently into the ocean of life and seeing them spread outward, because they will. And as you roll through all of these moments, notice the quality of your mind that arises. Perhaps it's joyful. And then when you're ready, just take a deep inhale. And exhale. And open your eyes slowly. Allow the room to enter you. Yeah. Try not to label or name. Feel a little better, Susan? Good. Hi, Danny. Nice to see you.
I'm sorry I'm so late.
That's okay. It's like, I don't know what's going on. It's a wacky, wacky week. Wacky week for many people.
Well, our time changes on Sunday. Time change.
Yes. I know the fall back thing, and I've been trying to coordinate with other countries and other time zones. I'm like, are you going to be 15 hours or 14 hours? Because not everybody does that thing. So re-navigating, reorienting your mind towards the inherent, towards your Buddha nature, essentially, right? That's the practice. And also going to vote, and also, being compassionate, having compassionate action and fighting against oppression. 100%. So we're going to do, I was thinking of some lower back things for the people with lower back issues, which is pretty much every human on the planet, right? We're going to use a chair for this. So we're going to do a little chair yoga. We're
I
mixing it.
don't really have a chair at my disposal, so I do have a djembe. Would that be tall enough? It's like 3 feet.
You can do stuff on the floor, and I can also demonstrate with a chair for Susan.
Let's see
Okay.
if I can adapt. Yeah.
Yeah, we can mix it up. So let me think about this. Okay. Susan, how's your back doing? You're muted.
My back is good. My back is good today.
Danny, how's your back?
Nothing's wrong with my back, but I'll do it anyway. I mean, it'll be good. It's good to do.
I think, all right, this is what I have an idea of what we're gonna do here. Okay, so Lorraine, you see how I'm sitting? I'm squatting, basically. I squat a lot, actually, because it helps my lower back. So what I'm doing also is I have my right knee underneath my right upper arm, left knee, and then I'm just drawing in. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is we're all gonna come and sit down. I'm gonna get this out of the way. I think that the chair yoga thing, maybe we'll do that next time, or maybe I'll offer a special class. A little complicated if one person doesn't have a chair. Okay, everybody can see me, yeah? So come into like a wide horse stance. And I have my hands on my knees, and I'm just gonna move my spine from one way to the other way. Yeah, and then inhale, exhale, and then just kind of allow yourself to fold forward. I gotta get my hair out of the way of this thing. Even though I cut it, it's all nutty. Okay. So from your horse stance, right? Allow yourself to come forward and just drop your head and allow the weight of your head to lengthen your neck. And inhale. And as you exhale, begin to straighten the legs to whatever degree possible. And then again, inhale, bending the knees, filling the lungs, hands on the ground, and then exhale, straightening. Okay, we'll do that one more time. So inhale, bend, drop the head, and then exhale, straighten. Maybe puttering the lips. Yeah, that's where a lot of my tension gets. And then from here, inhale, exhale, slowly roll up and begin to gather, draw the earth into you. We're going to do the 3 treasures. Okay. So slowly, slowly, my palms are turned up. Roll my shoulders back when my hands get to chest height. And then hands to the sun. That's it, Susan. So pause. Practice photosynthesis. Really feel the air on the right hand and the left. Inhale. Exhale, straighten and press out. That's it, Lorraine. Even more. More. Yeah. Nice. Inhale. Exhale, expand through the wrists, right? Fingertips reaching so far you can touch the sides of the room. And I'm even reaching so much that I can start to feel my ribs expanding and getting some space between my spine and my ribs. And then inhale, exhale, hold forward. Okay, 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, gather the earth into you. Okay, and really allowing the earth to nourish each organ slowly, slowly. Intestines, liver, pancreas, stomach, spleen, lungs, heart. Roll the shoulders back, hands to the sun. Gather energy in each palm. Okay, don't forget about the earthly doors, heavenly gate. Inhale. Exhale, straighten and press out. Press. Inhale. Exhale, expand. Okay, remember when we drew in the breath of all the past, present, and future Buddhas into every cell of your body. So feel every cell of your body expanding outward. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale, roll up slowly, slowly, gathering the earth into you. Okay, feel it nourish each organ. Roll the shoulders back. Hands to the sun. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, straighten and press out. Inhale. Exhale, expand. And then inhale. Exhale, fold. And then roll up slowly, and we're going to pause at the ready position, right? Hands at the lower dantian. Great. Pause and notice. Spread the toes out. Make sure you're not rolling out on the outside edges of your feet, right? So try and have equal weight on each 4 corners of the feet. Okay. So we were doing the prenatal series, right? And let me just make sure. I know my wall clock tends to slow down. So 12:15. I'm trying to think of the collective nervous systems that are here. Okay, I have an idea. So inhale. And exhale, right? Just kind of shortening the stance a little bit. We've done this one before. So inhale, right? Turning the hands out, kind of like you're feeling the water around you. Exhale, coming back to center. Inhale, turning the hands out. Okay, and you can notice if you keep the elbows in, and then I turn the palms out, it becomes a little bit of a back bend. I'm opening my chest, right? And then inhale, coming back to center, and now the other hand is on top. Okay, and what I want you to really notice is the energy of the hands passing over each other. Right, you can feel your own energetic field, the heat of your own body. So inhale, turning the hands out. Exhale, turn the palms up, lifting. Okay, this is the Shaolin practice that we've done before. And as my hands get right about here, I turn and pause. So my arms are about shoulder height. Okay. I'm not sure if the angle of the camera's off, but here, I'll show you. It's like here, right? You know when you're like resting your hands on the edge of a pool? So I want you to hold on to that analogy, right? Imagine you're standing in water. Inhale. Now exhale, press down. Okay, and perhaps you can notice the difference in the density of chi under each hand, right? And now inhale, turning out. Exhale, let's go left over right. Inhale, turning out. Exhale, lifting. Inhale, pause. Exhale, press down. Inhale, turn out. Exhale, right over left. Right, noticing you're crossing into your own energetic field there. Inhale, pulling out. And exhale, simply lifting. Inhale, pause. Exhale, allowing the hands to, you can either push or let them just float down. Inhale, turning out. Exhale, left over right. Okay. I encourage you to either lower your gaze or maybe close your eyes right now that you have the movement in you. And I'll just keep using voice prompts, right? So inhale, turning out. Exhale, raising. Inhale, pause. Exhale, floating, pushing, trailing downward, noticing. Again, inhale, turning out. Exhale, right over left. Okay, now remember the analogy of dropping our seeds of kindness and compassion, right, into the field of life around us. As we inhale, I just changed the breath pattern. Okay, exhale, pause, right? Again, call to mind a recent moment of kindness or generosity. And then inhale. Exhale, send that outward into the world. Inhale, turning out. Exhale, left over right. Inhale, turning out. Exhale, gathering, right? Gather all of your merit. Inhale, pause. And exhale for the benefit of all beings. Inhale, turn out. Exhale, right over left. Inhale, turn out. Exhale, gather. Okay, inhale, celebrate. And then exhale, send outward. Inhale. Exhale. Left over right. Inhale. Opening out. Exhale, gather. Consider gathering every past seed of kindness. Celebrate where it came from. And then send it outward. And we'll just do one more. So inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then inhale, step the right. Back to the left. All right, fingertips facing each other, palms face the earth. Hands come back into the Tai Chi Mudra. And then release the hands to the heavens. To the earth. And to the human. And we'll just come and sit to finish. How's everybody doing?
Sorry, I didn't realize I wasn't muted. I had to turn on my air cleaner because there's some noise going on outside my room. I'm trying to mute.
So that's that practice, the Shaolin practice, in the way that we just did it now, is it's the embodiment of generating merit, like putting that rocket fuel on the merit. Do you know what I mean? And recognizing where our ability to be kind comes from, which is essentially from having both done past kindnesses and also received them. Right. So for me, in that practice, and thank you for allowing me to share that with you, we're just witnessing and celebrating, you know. And it really reminded me of here, I'll show you this. I know you guys have seen this before. You guys have seen this, yeah? This is the booklet that we all get. Signed Venerable Robina Corton, my refuge master. Right. By my practice of giving and other perfections, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. So I guess today's whole kind of practice session is about finding refuge. Right. And just kind of witnessing, you know, and also I was reminded of, as we were practicing, something that Susan, I wanted to share with you, that Venerable Robina shared with me when she was here in Brooklyn. And I was fortunate to have a one-on-one with her. She definitely ripped me a new karmic asshole. But she told me a story and ended it by saying that without fear, or when there's no fear, there is no suffering. You know, we, us Buddhists, are in the long game, you know. So just sitting and noticing karmic actions, not just our own, but other people's, you know. And then taking refuge. Right. I think when I've spoken with other practitioners and also teachers and lamas, and you know, emptiness is far easier to understand than karma, or to really see karma, right? Because there's so many different layers of it. It's not just personal, it's the collective, it's the, you know. So and then just to continue doing the best that we can. That's what I tell myself. And then having an escape hatch. Does anybody have any questions or thoughts about that practice? I'm really hopeful that now that you've done it a whole bunch of times, that it's in your body. It's such a beautiful practice.
It is. It's really a very calming practice. I like that one a lot.
Yeah, it's very calming. It's very like, and for me, it's very deeply shamanic, especially when you start infusing it with, either a tantric practice or, basically when you're just putting mind and body together and you're just witnessing your own mind and then spreading things outward with the wish for all beings to be free. Yeah, so hope it was useful. I had a lovely time.
Thanks,
Danny, it's
Laura.
nice to see you. So I'll see you guys next Wednesday. The classes are recorded. We'll see what happens in the future, but please stay safe. Yeah.